Welcome back to Sous Vide Everything, guys. Today we are making the fire and ice filet mignon. That's because I'm doing two different toppings to go along with it. And let me tell you something. Just thinking about it is making my mouth water. Check it out.
And the first one we're going to start off with is a bacon blue cheese topping. This one will stop anyone on their tracks. And to make it, it's super easy. The first thing we need to do is to cook up our bacon. As always, make sure to start on a cold pan. That will allow the bacon fat to render nice and slow without burning. A good indicator that your bacon is fully cooked is when it starts foaming up just like this. But now that we have our bacon fully cooked, the next thing to do is to strain all of the fat. And as always, never throw this away. It is like liquid gold. As you can see, I have a specific container dedicated just for it. And every time I cook a little bit of bacon, I always refill it. And once I was done straining all of the bacon, you can see I was left with the perfect bacon bits. That is exactly what we're looking for on our sauce. Now, the next important ingredient for this sauce is some type of blue cheese. I chose gorgonzola, but you can choose anyone you like. I feel like gorgonzola is not that strong and it is perfect for a sauce. And the first thing I like to do, as you can see, is to crumble it all up like this. Then into a saucepan, I threw in a little bit of honey, followed by balsamic vinegar and a little bit of water. Grab a whisk, mix it all together, and bring it to a light simmer. Then throw in thyme and of course garlic. Let all of those ingredients cook together so that they can all get to know each other. And at the same time, you are also reducing the sauce to half. Once that has happened, all there's left to do is to strain it. And once I did, you can see I was left with a beautiful base for the sauce. Now into a new saucepan, throw in the base, followed by the bacon bits that we just cooked, and of course the gorgonzola cheese. Mix it well until the blue cheese starts to melt. Be sure you keep this thing under low heat. If not, it will reduce a little too much. Once the cheese has melted into the consistency you're happy with, your sauce is done. The very next one we're going to be doing is something completely different from that one. And let me tell you something, if you love surf and turf, you're gonna love this. And to make it, it's super simple. The first thing we gotta do is to cook up some scallops. I'm using sea scallops because they're bigger and also I believe they taste way better. I season them with a little bit of salt and freshly ground black pepper. To give them a nice beautiful crust, I also threw in a little bit of brown sugar. Using the bacon fat, I added into my pan. I cooked them under medium-high heat. The important thing here is to make sure you get a nice crust just like this. Scallop literally cooks in minutes, so the important thing is to make sure you get a nice wonderful crust. And the brown sugar actually helps achieve that very easily. The next thing to do is to chop them up because they're gonna go right on top of our steak. And of course, we gotta make our sauce. And for that, I started by melting a whole stick of butter. Make sure it's 100% melted. Then let it cool down a little. Into a hand blender, I threw in 2 egg yolks, followed by a little splash of vinegar, a little bit of lemon juice, coarse salt, and blended all of those ingredients together. Once that's done, you want to keep that hand blender on high and you want to start adding your butter little by little. We're making what's called a hollandaise sauce. As you can see, by the time I was done with the entire butter, it's nice and thick. Now to transform this into a béarnaise sauce, I'm going to show you the easiest way. I threw in a little bit of tarragon, followed by shallots. Now grab that hand blender and blend everything on high. By the time you're done, if you think your sauce is a little bit too thick, you can always thin it out with water. But now all there's left to do is to combine all of the ingredients together and your béarnaise sauce is done. This, my friends, is one of the best sauces to go along with a steak. And pairing it up with some beautiful filet mignons will be just perfect. Talking about that, today I have these 4 beautiful filet mignons. And as you can see, they are about 2.5 inches thick. And they actually have some impressive marbling. To season them, I like to put it on a steak plate to make sure it catches all of the seasoning. And for that, I added a little bit of salt, freshly ground black pepper, and garlic powder. One of the most important things with this steak is to make sure you season all sides, including the edges. Because if you are one of those people that think filet mignon does not have a lot of flavor, most likely you are under seasoning it. But now all there's left to do is to bag them up, vacuum seal them, and get them ready for the water bath. Talking about that, I'll be cooking them at 131 degrees Fahrenheit for a total of 2.5 hours. And I can't wait to eat them with those wonderful toppings.
I got my beautiful filet mignons cooked at 131 degrees Fahrenheit for a total of 2.5 hours. Remember, they are 2.5 inches thick. That means they gotta go at least for that time. But if yours is thinner, just cook it a little bit less, everybody. 1.5 hours should be good. Now, I will tell you one thing. We are hungry, they are ready, and it's time to take them out. Let's do it. There is one thing that you guys cannot experience, and that is the smell that comes out as soon as you take them out of the bag, everybody. And here's the thing. You see, because we cooked at 131 degrees Fahrenheit, there is not a lot of juices lost, which is a very, very good thing. But at the same time, whenever you touch these filet mignons, they are so tender. They're basically falling apart. If you're not careful, they might just completely disintegrate. Now you do want to save this so you can make many different things, including a sauce, or better yet, a ramen. I know I say a lot, make the ramen, because save the juices, everybody. It is phenomenal if you've never made a ramen. Now here's the deal. To put a nice fast crust on these filet mignons, I'm going to use the flamethrower. That way it will avoid it overcooking it. You just get a nice beautiful crust and you are ready to go. But I know my filet mignons don't look that good right now. But watch this. All right, everybody, here we have our beautiful steaks. What do you think, Angel?
One for me, one for you.
Yes, correct.
I like it like that.
Exactly, filet mignons, which is one. Is that your favorite?
I think it might be, yeah.
Really?
That and ribeye.
Yeah, me too. I love filet mignon. A lot of people said there's not a lot of flavor, everybody. So adding some types of toppings should definitely boost it up, yeah? Just like steakhouse style, yeah? That's the whole goal over here, all right, Angel? So we got this one here, which you could probably tell what it is. Some bacon.
Like bacon?
Yes, and then we got some scallops, kind of like surf and turf, yeah? Which one you want to go first?
I'll go with whatever one. I like them both. They both look nice.
Well, let's go with this one here then. Surf and turf filet mignon. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh. Oh, boy. That is incredible, everybody.
The thing is, I like surf and turf when you do it with the scallops, because it's like, they have a sweetness to them.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So when you mix the sweetness with the steak, it kind of just tastes really good together.
Right. It's like perfect. It's just like lobster and steak together. And the sauce is a little bit tart because the sauce has a little bit of vinegar and a little bit...
I was going to say, the sauce actually puts it all together pretty damn good. I want to see what the other one tastes like just so I could compare them.
I know, right? All right, let's go for the second one. The second one is going to be quite different. Like a completely different experience. Let's see. I'm curious to find out which one you like better. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
So different.
It's like fire and ice, man.
It's like fire. It's so different from each other. It's difficult to explain.
The one with the bacon even kind of looks like fire.
I know, right?
And this one kind of looks like ice.
A fire and ice. Maybe that's what we're going to title this video.
Dragons.
Dueling Dragons. Even though they are the same exact steaks, because we changed the toppings so much, it is completely different experience. You agree, Angel?
Yeah, it's the sauce on the bacon one.
Yeah.
It's very like a zing.
Yeah, because
type
it
of sauce,
has
you
a
know,
blue
like-
cheese. You know that blue cheese? That's
Okay.
what it is. Has a blue cheese, a little bit of balsamic vinegar. So it is a completely different experience.
It has like-
Now I'm going to ask you, out of these two, Andrew, which one do you like best?
Honestly,
Honestly, 100%. Tell me, which one you like better?
I like the scallops.
The scallops one. Yeah. The béarnaise sauce is amazing, everybody. It's phenomenal. If you're going to try it, just one of them, and you have a chance, definitely go with the scallops. But if you can, make both of them together, everybody, because they are phenomenal. Now,
They are very different.
very different, like fire and ice.
Like fire and ice.
Exactly. Now, definitely try it with any other type of steaks as well. Let's say you have a steak that is not as good, then you can put toppings so that you can level up that steak a little bit more. But doing it with the filet mignon is absolutely phenomenal. Agree?
And something about the fillet just being like,
Too tender.
soft
It's too
and-
tender. You bite on it, it basically falls apart on you, everybody. Anyway, guys, these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely make both of them if you can. If not, look at... Oh, I see that you're going for the bacon. Even though you say you like the other, are you saving food like I do all the time?
No. I'm getting the bacon with the white sauce.
Bacon with the white sauce. The white sauce is phenomenal. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in any of the equipment I use, everything is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.